Did you know that 1 out of every 13 people that you see in America is a soccer player? And that is just an amazing statistic that I was unaware of up until about 2014. And it's one of the stats that really opened my eyes to the fact that America does indeed have all of the ingredients of a great soccer nation. We are already a large, passionate soccer nation. The problem is we're a little fragmented and our population is hidden from the mainstream somewhat and in various pockets and hotbeds. And we don't quite have a mainstream presence to the level that we're used to with the U.S. sports, NFL and Major League Baseball, for example. And so this last census that FIFA took was in 2006, so that's over 10 years ago now. Our number was at about 25 million total players, 4+ million registered players, about 20 million unregistered players. So you think of that 25 million number in 2006, where do you think it is today? Certainly America's population has increased a little bit since then, but we're at least at that 25 million number now in 2018, if not in the 30s, for as far as total soccer players in America. And this is just players. We're not talking fans here. So this idea that America doesn't have the raw population numbers to be a huge soccer nation in the world system is just a complete and utter myth. Our soccer playing population alone is bigger than a lot of great world soccer nations, their total populations altogether. So we have really no excuse when it comes to our 330 plus million population here in America. And, we don't have enough soccer players or soccer fans. It's all right here. And it's easy to not realize this. You grow up in the current American soccer system and you get this false impression that soccer is not a big sport because it doesn't have a big domestic presence here. Our club game is pretty much ignored by Americans, and because we don't run our soccer the normal way with promotion, relegation, real unlimited clubs, we have MLS, the only club allowed in Division One. It's franchise outlets, and everyone else is discriminated against. So it's no wonder that nobody cares for the domestic game, and hence you have the result, which is American soccer looks like it's not that big. But then you look at just our raw soccer population, total players, and then the attention we pay to world soccer outside of U.S. We go crazy when foreign club friendlies come here to America, when we have tournaments like the Copa America in 2016 here. We go crazy as far as TV numbers for the Mexican League and for Champions League and European leagues. So everything is there. All the tools, ingredients necessary for America to be a world soccer superpower are already there. So once you step back and take a look at the stats and the realities of our landscape, it's easy to conclude that all we are missing is the properly governed system, and that's the responsibility of our U.S. Soccer Governing Federation. They are the ones that need to not only A, open the market, but B, regulate it in a way that all constituents in American soccer have a fair chance. And that's what an open system gives you. Clubs and individuals have a shot to make something of themselves based on their excellence, whether it be on the field or as a coach or as a club administrator or staff member, as a supporter. You can be part of a club and you can work your way up in the American soccer ecosystem. A club is a business, just like in any other sector or industry. The ecosystem or market needs to be open to incentivize competition, incentivize excellence, innovation, and good competition equals growth for the industry as a whole. So this is why you see American soccer stagnating as a whole, and you see the rest of the world continue to climb higher and higher. So we've got everything we need. 25 plus million players, probably in the 30 millions now. And then if you look on the other side of that, I mean, fan population total here in America, I'm talking soccer series, soccer first. If we've got 25, 30 million players here, then we have at least that in terms of soccer first fans. And I wouldn't be surprised if we had over 50 plus million people in our soccer first, soccer serious demographic. So that's about 1 out of every 6 or 7 people you pass by in America is part of the soccer first demographic. And like I mentioned before, 1 out of 13 is a soccer player. So the possibilities are huge. Our raw soccer population dwarfs total country populations of around the world. So we don't have an excuse of not being a soccer country. We are a soccer country. The problem is it just doesn't look like it on the surface because we have a poisonous, terrible domestic soccer product that kills 99% of competition and interest outside of MLS's privileged D1 position. And you see where we are today, where we see people profiting now on this myth that, soccer is a baby sport, it's not big here, we need special privileges and market protection. That's what MLS is banking on, is that soccer is not big here, where everything's so unstable, give us time, we need these D1 sanction rights for another 20 years so that we can find our feet. And there's these MLS investors, owners that need protection from competition. They're the only ones who would invest in soccer in America. Meanwhile, American billionaires are investing in open soccer outside of the U.S., but that's another story. So everything we have is here. All we need now is a American Soccer Governing Federation that governs like it should, in the interests of all Americans, all American soccer constituents. Just look at the rest of the world. For an example, 99% of the world has seen wild success with this simple, fair, and open system model. So let's move to that as an American soccer nation and reach our potential. So if you like this video, make sure to share it out across social media and also subscribe right here to my channel, and I'll talk to you soon.